Okay, this looks really good. Like, this is looking good. Okay, let's go ahead and thin out the double chin, the pregnant chin here, because ooh, damn, she looking cute. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I'm really excited about. We're going to be talking about the Maybelline Superstay 24-hour foundation. I am really excited about this foundation. I love Maybelline foundations. I have so many of them. So you guys know I am a Maybelline fan. I love Maybelline products. I use a lot of their face products also. So before we get into this video, you should already know, please click and subscribe to join the family, the team here on JACKIEA. I would love to have you here, and thank you for checking out this video. So please click that subscribe button and turn it from red to gray. Ordered the foundation off of Amazon because right now they're only selling it, I think, on Amazon, and they're supposed to have it at Ulta by now, but I kept checking with my Ulta and they didn't have it, so I wanted buying it on Amazon. It took a week to get here from Amazon, and I ordered at the same time I ordered the tattoo brow stuff, which was also from, I think, Maybelline. So it took those guys a while to get here, and it's just taking me a while to get to this video. I had so many things going on, but I'm really excited. And the downfall is that usually with Maybelline, I'm in between different colors. So I know I'm like coconut, or what's the other one? I'm usually coconut, or yeah, basically all my foundations is like coconut or mocha. So for the Fit Me, the matte poreless, I'm 360 mocha, but then in the Better Skin foundation that I have here, I'm in 95 coconut, and that's the same thing with their Dream Velvet foundation. I'm 95 coconut. So with this one, I just kind of went with what I was in the other ones, and the numbers are a little different. So in this one, I got 356 warm coconut. So that's the shade I got because I felt like that was the best one that I felt would match my skin tone really well. So I'm going to just tell you guys a little bit about the product. I'm pretty sure you guys already seen this foundation, but just in case if you haven't, I purposely didn't watch other people's videos on this foundation because I didn't want to be biased on my own opinion. So I did see that JACKIEA and a few other people posted about the foundation, and I have not watched their videos because I want to have my own opinion of the foundation. This is strictly just my first impressions also, and I am going to wear the foundation throughout the day. That's why it's 10:09 right now, and I want to wear it for the rest of the day and then give you guys my opinion of it. Okay, yeah, so this foundation comes in 16 shades. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lighter tone shades for lighter skin. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for medium tone skin. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4 for darker tone skins. I'm just kind of going off what the picture kind of looks like, and I'm just basing it off from there. My bottle is category as the darker tone, which as I'm looking at it here, it doesn't look like the same as the little dot here on the website, which I'm kind of like, so not quite sure. It retails on their website for $11.99. I paid about the same price, if not a little bit more, and then I had to pay for shipping on Amazon because I don't have Prime anymore. Also, it says the benefits is that it's a full coverage 24-hour foundation. The pigment provides a ultra transforming effect in this long-lasting foundation. Lightweight yet high impact coverage formula guides onto the skin for a flawless makeup finish that lasts all day, oil free, and doesn't clog pores. So to apply, you can just use your fingertips or a sponge or Maybelline blender. The reviews on here seem to be pretty good, so I'm really hopeful for the foundation. I feel like the shade range could be just a little bit better. Like I feel like this is nice. Like I feel like I actually have a shade in Maybelline, but I feel like if this is like I think this was like the third darkest one, that's a problem because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not that dark. And for this to be like the third darkest one, which I know the darkest one is pretty dark in shade range, but I feel like there could be a few more either after that or in between or something like that. But all in all, I mean, I love Maybelline. They have a pretty decent shade range. I'm always able to find a color that's either for me or I have to mix a little bit with a different Maybelline foundation, but I never had issues to where I didn't find my color at all. Like some drugstore brands where I cannot find my color at all. Like I am not that dark skinned to where I can't find my shade. Like I literally like can't find my shade, and I'm like, what the hell? Or my shade may be the darkest one, and I'm like, what kind of is that? So I do commend Maybelline for like at least going a little bit further into the shade ranges, but I do think that there should be some more shades added after the darkest one. Just a few more Maybelline, you know, not the one to complain or judge. I am going to try to use mostly Maybelline products today to achieve this look. The eyes don't count because I did that and I didn't realize that I should have just used my Maybelline eyeshadows. But for my face, because we're testing this foundation, I'm going to use Maybelline. First thing I'm going to do is prime my face, and I totally forgot I had these primers from Maybelline. This is the Master Prime Blur and Smooth and the Master Prime Blur and Eliminate. I really can't say what is the big difference between the two, besides one has like this luminizing effect versus the other one doesn't. But I'm just going to use the Blur and Smooth. You can use whichever one you want, and I haven't used these guys in a while, so I don't know. I don't remember how good or bad they were, but I'm just going to use this today for the sake of we're using Maybelline products. Now, one thing I can say about this primer, it absorbs really nicely and it doesn't leave like a greasy feel on the skin, but it do kind of give me that white cast a little bit, but I don't hate it. So I just remember that this one, I like this one better than the other one. I just remembered that because it kind of helps mattify just a little bit more than the other one. Also for my brows, this is the Tattoo Brow Gel from Maybelline. I love it. I'm still using it. I use it like every day. It leaves a little stain on my eyebrow hairs. So when I wash my face, my eyebrows the next day still look a little thicker, but it doesn't have that 2-day effect on me because I always do a full face of makeup when I use this. So it always gets wiped off with makeup wipes. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is go into my Maybelline Fit Me powder in the color 35 Deep. And I'm just going to press that into my primer because this primer is not a mattifying primer. So I don't know how it's going to react with this foundation. And I haven't used it in a long time. So I'm just doing this to kind of help the oil not build as fast and, you know, have a little bit more control over the oil versus not doing this at all. Okay, so this says it's full coverage, so let's go ahead and open this bad boy. It had a seal. I just broke the seal. Oh, thank God, it's a pump. Okay, I didn't know it was a pump because, like I said, I didn't watch any reviews. It's a pump. Thank you, Maybelline. Some of these drugstore brands do not believe in pumps. It's very annoying because I hate having to squeeze or pat the bottle. So I think I did way too many pumps. Yeah, I did way too many pumps. So I'm just going to go ahead and, let's see. It has like a yellow golden undertone. Let's see how this looks. I'm just going to put it on. This is the only color I have, so might as well go on and put it on. I don't know. Oh, that's full coverage though. Okay, Maybelline, I see what you're doing. The color is a bit off for my skin tone. It could be because I put that powder and I look a little ghostly, but the coverage is really nice. It has like that paint smell. I don't know. It has a weird smell compared to other Maybelline foundations. I don't think it's the brush. It has a weird smell. So the color, look at my double chin. Pregnancy chin. the coverage is nice. It's covering up my mustache. It covered up any acne scars, especially on this side. This is where I have the most little acne scars, and it covered up and it dried down really nicely. No issues there. I really like this. I like the finish. Oh my god, this kind of reminds me of like how the Fit Me to me first was. I don't know if they changed the formula, but I felt like this is how the Fit Me was, or maybe I'm tripping, but it's really nice. Like, I hope I look good on camera like I do right now, because in person the finish is really, really, really pretty. It dried down. It's so nice, like, and it's so full coverage, and like the website says, it feels lightweight. Like, it doesn't feel like I just caked on a whole bunch of like foundation at all. Like, this feels so good. I could literally not put like concealer or anything on. This looks good and it feels good. Like, oh my god, I pumped out way too much because I don't even need all of that. And like, I have this like dark spot here and it just covered that right up. Oh my god. And then I have like little moles here and they're basically covered. Usually those don't get covered until I put concealer there. This looks hella good. Like, the finish is nice. Like, it dried down really nicely. Like, this is good. Okay, Maybelline, I see what you did there. I got you. I see what you did. So unfortunately, I can't put that remainder few pumps back into the jar, so they're just wasted because I pumped out way too much. I don't know why I pumped out so much. I hope you are getting the same effect. The color's not bothering me as much as I thought it would. It is a little bit yellow, a little too golden, but it's not bad. Like, I can fix that with concealer. But the finish is nice. I don't look cakey. So I'm gonna take the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the color 30 Cafe. Use that. This is more of a cool tone, so hopefully it'll help the little yellowness that's going on here. And I was going to get a different concealer, but you know, I really like this concealer. This is a pretty decent concealer for a drugstore. A lot of people was comparing it to the NARS Creamy Radiant. I don't know why. And to add a little bit more brightness, I'm taking the Master Conceal by Maybelline. And we already talked about this. We already talked about the childishness of these shades to call this medium deep. And it's so bright that I don't know who the hell at Maybelline thought this was medium deep. But I do like this concealer. It's pretty thick. So I'm just going to take that on another brush. And as you can see, that's not medium deep, but it's a nice concealer. So I'm just going to blend those two into each other and take the leftover on this file head here down my nose. The concealer blended out really, really nicely on top of the foundation. No issues. Nothing kind of came up from, you know, using the brush and the sponge. You know, sometimes it kind of lifts on you and do weird things. None of that happened. I do see that this side looks a little bit lighter, a little bit more covered, so I'm just going to add some more of that Master Prime Concealer, whatever it's called, from Maybelline. On this side it's a little lighter. So now I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me powder, and I'm going to go ahead and set my concealer. Now I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless, and this is the press powder, and this is in the color 360 Mocha. And like I told you guys, I'm just either coconut or mocha depending on the line that they come out with. So I'm just going to take some of this powder and set the foundation and dust away that excess setting powder. And I still don't feel really cakey with all the layers that I just put on, like the concealer, the setting powder, and now the pressed powder. Usually by now when I'm doing a makeup video, I start to feel a little cakey and like, okay, I put on way too much product. When the first layer is pretty good, then the rest of the layers tend to go on a lot better. The foundation looks better. The color's gotten better because of the pressed powder and the setting powder. Everything looks good though. It looks so mattified. And so here, I have a little bit of blemishes. I don't know if you guys can see this on my camera. Sometimes the camera kind of blurs out some of the ugliness, but I do have a little bit of outbreak on this side, but the foundation is not bringing it to full attention like some of my other foundations. Is actually keeping those bumps on hold, like hold on, let her live today. But for contouring or to bronze up the face, I'm going to use the Becca bronzer. This is in the color Deep Bronze. I think it's like their darkest one, and use it sparingly because it's very pigmented and you can put on a lot way too fast. And I'm using the MAC 168 brush. I think that's what it's called. Okay, this looks really good. Like, this is looking good. Okay, let's go ahead and thin out the double chin, the pregnant chin here. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face from all the powders. So I just put on mascara off camera. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put in blush, and this is just my MAC blush. And for highlighter, I'm gonna take my Fenty Beauty highlighter, and this is the Kilowatt, and I'm gonna use, I don't know, because this one's a little bit pale for my skin tone, but I really like it. So I'm gonna use Fire Crystal and see how that one looks. I'm gonna take that in the inner corner of the eye also to make it pop. I'm gonna spray my face with the Kat Von D Lock-It. Okay, for my lips, I'm using the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink Lipstick. I'm gonna take this lip pencil and line my lips, and then I'm gonna use the lipstick. Okay guys, so this is the completed look I did with the foundation. I use mostly, if not all, Maybelline products. I think except for like 3 things. But everything else was Maybelline. So I'm going to rock this look up until, for a couple of hours. It says up to 24 hours, but I'm not wearing this for 24 hours because my skin will get very irritated. But I'm just gonna rock it as long as I possibly can. Then I will come back and show you guys what I'm looking like at the end of the day, or whenever I say it's the end of the day, and see how it holds up to whatever situation's happening outside, because I think it's gonna rain today. So we'll see how it do today. It is cold, so you can't really test it for like sweat because it's cold outside. But so far, my overall like impressions or first feel of it, I love the finish of the foundation when it dried down. I love the coverage. Like, I don't need a full coverage foundation, but I like to have a full coverage foundation. And this one is really nice. And it's so lightweight. Like, I still feel like I don't have a ton of makeup on. So I really enjoyed that feeling of this foundation. And the only thing that was kind of off was the color a bit. But, you know, we don't live in a perfect world. If we did, everyone would have the perfect shade of foundation, concealer, everything they needed. But the color is just off. But you can easily balance that with different concealers. So overall, to me, the foundation looks pretty good. I like it. I don't have any like negatives about, except for the color and the color range, which Maybelline, we gotta work on that. But all in all, so far it's okay. No issues, no complaints yet. So we'll see how I look. If it will, most of the time when a foundation is just not good for me, is around this area. And so far, it actually concealed my smile lines, which I don't even know how it did that because it kind of filled them in. So I have smile lines and it doesn't look that bad, but this area will start to clock out early if the foundation is just not doable, or this side of my face will really start to get irritated and bumpy, and like I can tell when a foundation is just not for me. So we'll see how this part of my face do versus this part, and the oil and everything else. It did say it was oil free, but it didn't say it has oil control, but I still like to test for that also. I'll be back in a couple hours and I'll share with you guys how I look. Okay guys, so it's the same day, different wig. I decided to change my wig later when I went out. It is 4:57. I believe I put this on around 10 So it's been about 6 hours, 7 hours wearing this foundation, and so far it looks really good. The only thing is that my nose got really oily, and that could be because I didn't set it properly. Around my mouth, besides my lipstick, was checked out early. Like, I ate 1 meal and this happened. But my smile lines, everything seems to be pretty good. No cracking. I don't see any breaking. The foundation hasn't moved or anything. Like, my highlight, usually sometimes my blush kind of melts into my foundation and you can't really see it anymore. But this time, my blush is still defined. My highlight is still defined. Everything looks great. Eyebrows don't look super oily. It's just my nose look really, really oily, especially in this area right there. You can see where it just kind of checked out early. Oh, no, it's not bad. The color I got used to, so I think the color is fine. I really like the color of the foundation, so I think this is going to be my color, because I did look at other colors and I feel like the other one, I think that's like coconut or something, it's like really red. The one that's either before this one or after this one's like really red or something. This seems to be a really nice color. The formula of the foundation is really nice, so I recommend this foundation. Usually, you guys know I don't recommend a product if I don't like it, but I definitely recommend this product. I love that it's a pump. I know Maybelline has their other foundation, the Better Skin foundation, in a pump, and I love the Better Skin foundation also. It's pretty good. So I hope they keep up this trend with keeping the pumps in the foundation, because it makes it a lot easier to get to the product. I have no issues. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review tutorial, first impressions on the Maybelline Superstay foundation. If you try this foundation, let me know what you thought about it down below. Did it work out for you? Were you able to find your shade in this foundation? And I can't wait to chat with you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.